other thing that kind of helped me out when I was starting off was, I kind of, I got gifted a guitar when I was 12 years old. It came with like a little book that sort of had, your basic. I don't even remember how to play it. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. But that stuff's boring, man. I bought a guitar to play songs that I like, a lot of rock, a lot of metal. So what I would do was, instead of learning, the chords and whatever, like, yeah, sure, like you can go. It's just very boring, especially when you're new, you're trying to be engaged. And if you're not engaged, you're going to give up and you're going to stop playing. So what I would do was I would sort of look up songs. If you go on Google, look up your favorite song, try to start with one of the easier ones. You don't want to look up, Through the Fire and Flames by Dragon Force, right? You want something a little bit simple. So what I did when I first started playing, I looked up One by Metallica. Both of those are Guitar Hero references. So I obviously started off playing Guitar Hero, and I said, no, I want the real thing. So I literally just looked up Metallica One Guitar tab. You'll find it. Songster, Ultimate Guitar, all that stuff. Songster is great because it plays, if you have the free version, you play it's like a MIDI track of what the actual song is. So at least you know if you're playing the right thing, the wrong thing, or what it sounds like, what it doesn't sound like. So you have something to compare to. Other thing you can do is just YouTube whatever song you want guitar lesson, and 9.5 times out of 10 you'll find a million things. So that's what I did. I looked up One Guitar tab, and that was probably the first song I learned. It was just. And I don't even remember the rest of it. I haven't played that song in probably 20 years. So that's it, guys. It's very simple. If you start off that way, I think you're gonna have a lot more fun than, playing chords and just like, yeah, that's great. You gotta learn that stuff, but in the beginning, you sort of have to get a feel for what you're even doing. And this stuff is all great, especially if you're into like more of the pop songs. Like those 3 chords are probably in millions of pop songs. But if you're sort of like a rock or metal fan, you're gonna get bored learning stuff like this, because you want to do the you want to do that, but then you're gonna be like, why can't I play like that? Or how long is it gonna take me to play like that? Just learn the other basics sort of after you get a hang of a couple songs, because then at least you have a feel for the guitar and you enjoy playing it. And I think that sort of gets you motivated to learn the basics, because then you're like, okay, if I know the basics, I can apply it to what I already know and to what I can already feel, and just kind of go from there, right? The guitar is a great instrument, but it doesn't have to be boring. And I find a lot of lessons, when you go to a lesson, they don't really care about teaching you properly. It's a job for them. So at the end of the day, I think the best way to do it is to do it by yourself. And I also feel when you're self-taught, you're not trapped in any boxes. You know what I mean? Like, I can play notes that aren't in a key or in a scale or whatever that still sounds really good. But, someone that's been, let's say, taught by somebody else and taught the theoretical way, well, they might say, well, that note doesn't belong in that key. Great. Good for you. I think it sounds great. I'm going to use it in that key. Or whatever I'm playing with. I've had a lot of friends growing up that they've had guitar lessons their whole lives, and they're very like trapped in the, this key, this scale has these notes, so it has to be these notes. No. You can do whatever you want. This is the pentatonic scale, right? 12, 15, 12, 13, 12, 13, 12, 13, 12, 15, 12, 15, right? Nice and easy. That note's not on the pentatonic scale. Neither were any of those, but it works. It sounds great with the pentatonic scale. So obviously that stuff will come with time. It's not going to be the first day you learn this kind of stuff, but I mean, give it a shot. Try it out. If this is your first time ever picking up a guitar, my advice to you would be buy a tuner. Tune it to standard, E standard tuning. My guitar is a half step down. That's kind of what I prefer. But get a tuner. Go down to tune it to E standard, so at least you know what you're playing will sound good and not, like not out of tune. First thing you want to be is in tune. And then just start looking up tabs of your favorite songs. And don't worry too much about the tuning. Like if it's in drop D, now I'm kind of at a point obviously where I can just do it by ear, right? If you want to tune the drop D, you just pluck the high E string and the D string. You tune them both until they both kind of have the same tone. They're kind of ringing out as one note. And there you go. Now we're in D minor.